Cassandra Brush, and this is Zero Waste Central, where we talk to people all over Central Vermont who are helping to move us toward zero waste. I'm really excited because today I have some representatives from the Main Street Middle School Green Team here in the studio with me. And why don't I let you all introduce yourselves, and you can tell me about what you're doing at Main Street Middle School in Montpelier. We'll start over here.
I'm Isabel Frankie.
I'm Angus Fraser.
I'm Lexi Drew.
I'm Teresa Noonan.
Welcome. I'm really excited that you guys came in today. And I guess I'll start by asking you exactly what the Green Team does. What are some of your projects and initiatives?
Well, there are a few things that we do. We have split ourselves into 9 separate committees, and we currently are managing the elimination of plastic water bottles in our school. We're making sure there are compost buckets everywhere. We're trying to get more people to recycle. It's kind of all around.
That's a lot right there, and that didn't even
Yeah.
sound like all 9 of your.
No.
Now, and I want to back up a minute and say, you are working with a zero waste school coordinator? Is that right?
Yes.
Gwen. So Gwen works with me at Central Vermont Solid Waste Management District. And from my perspective, I see Gwen run out to the schools, but I don't know what she does exactly. So maybe you could talk to me about what you know about zero waste and how some of these committees that you're talking about fit into that.
Well, Gwen, she runs our committee, which is
Okay.
the MSMS representatives.
Okay.
So she basically teaches us more about how we can help the environment, even in our school.
Mm-hmm. So how do you help the environment in your school?
Well, first we have the committees, which do a lot. And we read a lot about events around Vermont that we can try to learn about to see how we can apply that to our school.
We also manage something called the Great Locker Cleanout, which is it's a little bit hard to explain. It's where we take the things from people's classrooms and lockers and take them all out, rip them apart, recycle them, so we can use them the next year.
And you mean at the end of the year? It's not
Yes,
like
at
in
the
the
very
middle
end
of the year you're ripping out.
And so instead of throwing away all of unused school supplies, we can recycle them and compost.
We have some stuff here.
So you
We don't have
find
to compost
compost in
that.
the lockers, huh?
Yeah, we have some stuff
Oh,
here, like
yeah.
this binder we saved. It has some paper in it that we
Yeah.
also saved.
So that was from one of the lockers that was cleaned out last spring?
Yeah, we have a whole box of binders that we tried to fix up by putting.
See,
duct
most of this
tape and
paper was saved. This paper was all saved from.
Oh, can you pull that paper out?
Yeah.
So when you were doing the locker clean out, you had these totally unused binder paper
Yep.
and some of it that you can't reuse, you recycle, but these are the reusable items?
Yeah.
Yeah, we also have a big box of just paper like that that
Wow.
can just be reused.
So when the year starts, there's just kind of if you don't have a binder or something, you can just go to the out front of the library and just kind of take something.
Now, did you guys recover that binder?
Yeah. One of the committees is they redo all the reusable stuff that needs to be. It has writing on it. Like this has a name on it.
This used to belong to
Wait, better not.
Shauna.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's not. So we know that it had somebody's name on it.
Yeah.
And so then you cover it up so
Yeah.
so it's new for the next user. And are people really grabbing them and using them, and they're in use in the school?
Yeah.
Yeah. We got rid of a lot of the binders and stuff. We had a lot, but there's still stuff that we can use for next year too.
I think the paper, a lot of people use the paper too, and there were some pencils and pens and stuff like that too.
That's
So
amazing.
we had several boxes of just binders and folders and notebooks, and they're pretty much gone. The
So,
ones that were in the
wow.
best quality though. Yeah.
So if you're on your way to a class and you're oh, I need a folder for this, you can just kind of.
Oh, perfect. So would this stuff have gone in the trash if you weren't doing the locker cleanout?
Mostly people they grab a huge trash can, take all their stuff, and throw it in the trash.
Oh man, so you put a stop to that.
Hi, I'm Michaela.
I'm Bryn.
We're going to show you how to do a locker clean out. So this is a typical locker at the end of the year with all this stuff that most of it can be recycled or reused, but some of it still has to be thrown away. So bottle caps can go in the bottle cap bin, and you have to have a recycling, a trash, a reuse, a bottle cap collector, and a compost bucket.
This boot can be reused.
Old crackers go in the compost, but the container can be reused.
This paper can be reused for next year.
Find your socks and slippers and mittens and stuffed animals should all be taken home because nobody wants your old clothing.
Now,
Well, you
am I right that I understand that you are now trying to show other schools how to do this?
Yeah.
Yep. And can you tell me about that, Isabel? You were talking about a survey.
Yeah, so I created a survey which we made a contact list and sent it to a bunch of schools in our region, and it basically asked how they thought they were doing green-wise and how if they wanted us to come and teach them about it.
Mm-hmm. And so you're waiting to hear back, and maybe you guys will go in and show them how to do a locker clean out or the composting or some of the other projects you do?
Yeah.
So, Angus, you mentioned water bottles. Tell me about that.
Well, our school, Isabel, can you hand me that water bottle?
Yeah.
Our school cafeteria sells a bunch of these just plastic waste water bottles, which are all ending up in the trash when they actually need to end up in the recycling. Now, it would be better if we just didn't have these water bottles at all, and everybody instead used reusable water bottles. But I think there's some sort of like necessity where the school has to sell plastic water bottles. So we're trying to just decrease the amount that are ending up in the trash.
And how is that? How are you decreasing them?
By informing everybody of what can go in the recycling and that they should recycle these water bottles and put their bottle caps into the bottle cap return thing.
So you collect the bottles and the caps.
Yes. The bottle caps we send to Aveda and they make them into beauty products.
Really?
Yes.
Can you just tilt that so that the camera can see that that's filled with bottle caps inside it? So you save them up till you have enough. You send them to Aveda, and
Yeah,
they
we
turn
clean
it.
them. There's the committee that does bottle caps, cleans them up, and then once you have like a full plastic bag, we send them to Aveda and they make them into beauty products.
Wow, that's wonderful. Now, doesn't your school also have a special water fountain where you can refill your water bottles at the water fountain?
Yeah, it's a little bit funny looking, but it kind of has like your actual like basic water fountain, and then it has just this big tall thing where you can just stick your water bottle under and it fills up.
Hi, I'm Leah. I'm from Main Street Middle School, and this is our new water fountain. So how this water fountain works is it's sensor activated. So you put the bottle underneath the sensor, and over time, it will slowly fill up. Because of this fountain, we've saved over 3,756 plastic water bottles from the landfill. Because this number is so great, our green team is trying to install ones upstairs to diminish even more plastic water bottles.
And I think it kind of encourages people to fill them up too, because some people might, be like, oh, I'll just get a plastic water bottle because I don't want to have to go to the water fountain and fill it up. But instead, you can use your reusable one, and it just fills up.
Right. Tell me about some of the other committees and what you're doing.
Well, we have a zero waste station committee, and what they do is they set up stations that have compost, recycling, and trash, and also the bottle cap collection. So and we have them in the cafeteria and also some classrooms.
Yeah,
Most classrooms, but we're working on getting the compost into the classrooms.
Hi, I'm Hugh. I'm one of the green team members, and I'm going to show you our cafeteria compost. We start by putting our bottles in here, but take the caps off first and put it in there. And then we scrape our food into these buckets that are sent to the high school, and the high school makes the food into the soil, which makes our lettuce, and then the rest goes into trash most of the time. And then that's it. And that's how we compost it. And we've been doing this since 2004.
So we've started that in our classroom, just our main classroom, and it's been pretty well. We have a student who empties it twice a day, I think, twice a day. And so if you're just like having a snack and you have like a banana peel, you just put it in there. And I think we've saved quite a bit so far. We've only done it for a few weeks.
So I just want to make sure I understand this. So every classroom, can you hold up those signs again, Isabel?
Yeah.
Every classroom has a station, and those signs are up at the station. So so people are composting where they might not. Like, I know you're composting in your cafeteria. This is where you have snacks and that kind of thing?
Well, yeah, it's only in our classroom so far, the compost, and we're just seeing how that goes.
Yeah.
And then we're going to try to extend that to other classrooms.
And you call those zero waste stations?
Yeah.
So are you seeing an actual, with all of this, and I know there's much more you're doing, are you actually seeing your trash, amount of trash go down in the school?
Yeah, actually, this year we did a waste audit, and we also did last year. So between fall 2011 and fall 2012, we saved 1.5 tons of trash from going into the landfill.
Oh my gosh.
And we also, between those 2 years, we saved 5,400 trash bags.
I don't even know where to start. 1.5 tons of trash did not go into the landfill because of what you guys have been doing. And that's just your school, and now you're looking at other schools. So right now in your lives, you're making this giant impact on your immediate community and probably the communities around you. Just imagine what 1.5 tons looks like. It's probably like filled the room, maybe more. So I want to go back to the trash bags too, and tell me what that's about. How did 5,400 trash bags not end up in the landfill?
Well, we had like multiple trash bins in each classroom, and so one of our maintenance staff decided to only put one in. So we're saving like 30 trash bags a day because we had 47 trash bags per day being used throughout the school, and now we only have 17 because we decreased the amount of trash cans.
So 30 trash bags a day are no longer being used. That's a lot. 30 trash bags a day? Wow.
And I remember him saying that usually when he took the trash bags out of the cans, that usually they were like not even half full. So we are saving them because we have them, like when he takes them, they're usually all the way full instead of only half full.
Because it's just the one can in each room now instead of 2 or 3. I want you to tell me about the YES conference, where you guys tell me what YES stands for, what you did there, and I understand you're sort of like ambassadors now for your school. So could one of you talk to me about what you were doing at the YES conference?
Sure. I wouldn't say as much ambassadors as more like representatives. We're at the YES conference, the Youth Environmental Summit conference. We decided to go out there and present and share what our school is doing to spread the ideas to representatives from other schools. Hopefully, if they bring those habits back to their schools, we can spread the ideas even more.
Yeah. And I did hear through the grapevine that you did get another school who was at the conference want to talk to you and get some information from you. So it sounds like you are spreading that.
Yeah, that was Randolph. Randolph Middle School emailed us asking us to come to our school. Come to their school.
That's great. I am so proud of you guys and your whole team. I know you're representatives of a whole 45-person team. So I hope you'll go back and tell them that they've impressed a lot of people. So Isabel, Angus, Lexi, Teresa, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you.